Well, who would have guessed that I'd be here reviewing this book? I wouldn't. Hi guys and welcome, my name is Jude and today I am here to do a review for The Elite by Kiera. The Elite being the second installment in the Selection series, the Selection being the first one. And, well, I don't know if you guys saw my review for the first book. I will link it down below in case you want to watch it. But I can tell you right now that I really liked this book. Why? I'm not sure. I was very conflicted because it goes against all of my feminist values, but still I had a really good time, and this book is very comparable to The Bachelor, like you watch it as a guilty pleasure kind of thing. So I had really enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars. I had The Elite as a Kindle book, which I started reading but never actually continued. I just sort of left it there. But fast forward to 2017, the very end, I was buying books on the book outlet and The Elite was there for like $2 and I needed $2 to complete the free shipping on my order. So, yeah, here we are today. It got here, and despite all of its flaws, I remember that I had a really good time with the Selection, and I was kind of craving that sort of light read feeling, so I picked it up, and I read it in like 3 days. It flew by just as easily and effortlessly as the first one, and oh my god, it was worse than the first one. Oh god, I can't even begin to tell you. This book was shit. It was shit all over. A shitty plot line, shitty writing. The writing style is so bad. I can't even begin to tell you. I would read parts of dialogue and just laugh out loud at how bad they were. I brought this to work one day and I began to read it to my coworker because I was like, I can't believe it. And she listened to it and she was like, I can't believe you. Because I tend to have higher reading standards, but apparently not that great because I still read this. And it was bad. It was really bad. I don't know how it got worse, but it did. Now, did I like it? Kinda. So The Elite, it's the continuation of the Selection, which was 35 girls all competing to win the heart of the prince. Only one winner, one princess. By the end of the first book, there's only 5 girls remaining who are the Elite, and that's what this book is about. The 5 remaining girls. Now, where the Selection took 1 step forward, the Elite took 2 backwards. The whole thing of this is women being put against each other and fighting for one guy, and I hate that. I hate competitiveness among women for guys, for men. They're not that worth it. But I did notice that towards the end of this book, when there's less and less women around, America, the main protagonist, does sort of realize that there's no point in fighting them, because at the end of the day, one of them is the only one that's gonna be princess, and there's no point in making enemies of the rest of the girls. And I thought that was great, and it sort of made this book a little bit redeemable. Not that great. I mean, it wasn't a huge step, but it was one in the right direction. All of that flew right out the window in this book, and they're fighting against each other dirty. The thoughts America has of her peers are really bad, and they're really not at all working together or being friends at all. Like, I didn't see any friendships building here at all. None. Which was really disappointing. I also mentioned in my past review that there's political undertones to the whole story and that I was looking forward to them being explored within the second book. None. Nothing happens at all. If you recall, in the first book, there's an attack from the Southerners and one from the Northerners, I think. Same thing happens here. It's the same thing, just once they come in and out. And really, the author just rewrote the Selection, even worse. That's what she did. So if I thought the Selection was sexist and bad, this one was even more sexist and bad. It just strongly goes against everything I believe, and one of the best things that I think feminism gave to my life is the fact that I stopped competing against women. I stopped seeing women as enemies to my existence and thinking that if another one was more beautiful than me, then I was less, or if another one was succeeding, then I was failing. When really the success of another woman, it's amazing, and I should applaud that. If another person is doing great, it doesn't mean that I'm doing bad. We all have different journeys. It's like each flower blooms and none is worried about the other. They're just pushing each other on to bloom. I like to think that. I like to think they're like, yeah, bloom, rose, bloom! them. That's what I think happens during the spring. I realized that I actually love women and I want to see them thrive because women are friends, not the enemy. Sure, competitiveness is great when you're striving for bigger things, ambition, jobs, education, but not for men. Because who gives a fuck about men, really? Much less the men in the selection. There's Prince Maxon and Aspen, America's first love. They're both assholes. Such assholes. Both of them are awful throughout this whole book. Just awful. They were a little bit charming during the first book, but oh my god, as it got going, it was so bad. Aspen is a total dick and Maxon is such a douchebag. I mean, Aspen is worse by far, but they... I can just tell you the whole book by saying this. America was all like,
oh my god, I want Prince Maxon, and he doesn't want me, and he's with another one, and oh my god.
Meanwhile, Maxon is just whoring around with the rest of them, and she's like,
it's all my fault, I'm the flawed one.
The guy is literally dating 5 girls at the exact same time, and she's the one that feels like she's flawed. She's totally getting played, and it's like open season on that, you know? It's like, oh, it's fine, because he needs to make a decision. No. Because he's also making her feel bad. Because it's like, it's your fault that I'm dating these girls. It's because of you. Because you're not able to make up your mind on whether you want me or not. Therefore, I'm gonna go just screw around with the other girls. You know, just in case. No. I was grabbing this book and I was just like, at the sheer ridiculousness of it all. It was bad. It was really bad. 0 redeeming qualities for Maxon, -5 redeemable qualities for Aspen. The king is a shithead. America's also a shithead. And just overall, it's a really shit book. And I bought the 3rd one. I know. But like, it's still addictive. You know? And it flies by really quickly. You read it in no time. And I mentioned it on Goodreads, you know? I'll be damned if I don't find out the full tea on Maxon, Aspen, and the king. Do I hate this book passionately? Sure. Do I still want to find out what happens? Absolutely. So that's going to happen. Just so you know, I already ordered it. It should be here on Wednesday and I'm gonna read it. Because I love torture, but I'm taking this as an exercise, you know, to actually know that I'm still being critical of these things and I mean, I'm doing a good job, I think. Oh my god, I haven't even mentioned this, but oh my god, I found the golden egg, guys. I found the golden egg. The ultimate prize. I actually bookmarked it. Let me here it is on page 243. America's Singer says, I'm not like the other girls. Because why would you want to be like other girls? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Other girls are competition. Other girls are not me. Why did I read this? Why do I continue to read this? Why did I purchase the 3rd book? Why do I want to read the 3rd book? Why? I don't know. I feel that it's just like watching a car crash. You can't stop yourself, even though you should. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I will continue on with the 3rd book. I'm looking forward to it. Would I recommend the series? No. I wasn't sure of how to answer this on my previous review for the first one, but right now I'm just gonna say no, don't read it. It's not worth your time, really. I mean, if you like The Bachelor and sometimes you're looking for that kind of guilty pleasure kind of thing, the first book really does satisfy that craving. I don't have that much against the first one, but this one is really just bad and it was just torture at this point, but you know, it's like, it's fun torture, meh. So just dive at your own risk. I will continue to trash them and shit talk them, of course, and thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you've read this series in the comment section down below, if the 3rd book gets any better, if it gets worse. I'm pretty sure it gets worse, and yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.